here's what we got going on. This right here is canted back this way. This is a cantilever that turns this piece into the blade to hold it, which puts more torque on it. See how this one's straight up and down? Now here's the thing, some of these could have been over tightened because when we take these squeegees apart, some of them are tightened harder than others. And we're just now realizing that if you have an issue with a blade that may be what seems to feel loose to you in the housing, it's not the blade, it's actually the lower clamp. This is almost straight back. This is how it's supposed to be, like this. You can see the difference in this and this. Now, I'll show you the difference in the actual two squeegees with these two in it. This one with the angle straight up and down, exerting more force to the front. This one doesn't move at all. It's in there. You'll pop the blade out of the handle, you can't pull it out because it's clamped, but you can make the blade come out before it moves. It doesn't wiggle. On this one, it will rock and make it chatter. We had that brought to our attention, and we jumped right on it and addressed it to figure out what it was, and that's why we're making this video. I told the gentleman I would show him how to fix his issue, and we're gonna take care of it. If we don't have communication, we don't have anything in this business, guys, and we're surely the kind of people that's gonna take care of our customers. Now, what I'm gonna do, I don't recommend using a drill on this, but since we've just done this, I'm gonna take that one out. And remember, this is the one that's wiggling in there, like this. All right, I'm gonna take this out. This is one you have to take completely out. I don't recommend using a cordless drill on these because you can over tighten them. But for time's sake, we're gonna do it like this. Okay, we've got the screws out of this. Now I'm gonna take this one out. If you look, just as we suspected, it is mashed down flat. Now, I'm gonna show you guys something. If you got one of these, so I don't mind shipping you a new piece like this, but I'm gonna show you a quick way to get you back in the game, fix your issue, and take care of everything at once. You're gonna take this. Now, I will tell you this too. You gotta have a little grit in your growl to do this. You gotta be pretty stout. This stainless is tough. You see how much I bent that? I'm gonna bend this other side the same amount. If you got a vise, you can put it in the vise. If you got channel locks, they might work. A pair of lineman's pliers works real good. Now we're bent nearly straight up and down. I'm gonna take the same piece, put it back in here. Now, some of you might look at these and go, that dummy put the screws in backwards. That dummy did put them in backwards. I put them in the right way, and it happens to be backwards the first time. You always want to put your screw heads in this way, which is opposite from the way these things come from the factory. Reason being, you don't want these long studs digging into your film, so you put them on the top. You put it in here until this back corner is flush with the back on this right here, and the same here on this. Now I'm taking my thumb and I'm pushing this locking cam forward. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna snug it up just a little bit. I'm holding the nut on the other side with my finger. I didn't like the way that sounded, but we'll go ahead with that. I am holding the nut on the other side. Now I'm snugging it up just a little bit. You'll feel it, get a little tension on it. And as soon as it starts to jump, you do that, then I just recommend finishing the tightening process with your regular old run-of-the-mill screwdriver. And now, when we've done that, when you know you've got tightened just enough, because now you see a slight arc in this thing across through here, or arch, however you want to call it. And what that does, again, the reason for that, it lets these edges hit first, and then when the bottom seats, then the center seats, it keeps pressure on the squeegee all the way out. If it were level and you pushed in the center first, you would bow the edges up and you would leave missing spots on it. Now, we fixed that thing. It stopped all the wiggling in there. And that's all you gotta do is to bend the tail down on that, and that solves your problem. I hope that helps you on that issue. We're gonna cover a couple more things here just in a second. You can see the curve in this. Now this is a 93 durometer blade. This is a full-on extractor. When we put this down right here, you can watch the blade move. When you push down, it seats it flat, and and that baby plows the film and the water out. Push that baby down and move it. It will push down and squeegee the glass out. And like I say, that is our 93 durometer sledgehammer blade. We're gonna take this right here. Alex, what color is this?
And it's Illusion Green Ice.
Illusion Green Ice. Dead sexy. I call it Kawasaki Green Metallic, but I'm just old school. I hated Kawasaki motorcycles, but I love that green and blue color, so there. All right. So what I'm gonna do with this one, just for safety's sake. Now I'll show you guys something else we're doing. It's not gonna affect you guys any. We were cutting the backbone channel the same angle as the squeegee blade, but we found we get better results by cutting it as a block. It gives you just a little more flex on this for the curved windows than this does. And it's easier to clamp into the device and get it centered up. So if you notice that, nothing's really changed, but it's changed. How's that sound? I'm gonna do this right here with just a regular screwdriver. These things right here are a thing of beauty. You can customize them. Just so you know, we do custom build this stuff in-house. You're watching us put these together now, our blades and everything. So it gives us the ability to make you a custom blade, and in some cases, this not being the case, we can't put your name on this, but we can create you a logo and sometimes put your logo here. It does take longer. There is a cost involved, and it's just too cool. I mean, so I've got that in there, and when I put them in, we physically do this to every one of them. I mean, really, sort of like if you have a litter of puppies, you want everybody to have one because they're so pretty, but hell, you don't want to let them go. So this puppy right here is going to have to go somewhere. But that's more like a velociraptor instead of a damn puppy. It's green lizard skin. I need to put just a little bit more tightening on it. And I know by how much thread is coming through the top, because we've done enough of them. You want about 3 threads run through the top of the nut, which is right here. About 3 threads, and you know you've got it about right. And you look at the arc. Somebody told me, mine ain't no good, it come in all bent. That's by design. So if yours comes in bent, please don't worry, that's by design. We designed this into it the way we shape these, and the reason being, there again, is to get full pressure all the way across the squeegee blade. When you put it on the substrate and push down, it locks it flat. See that gap under it? When you put the pressure on there to make this thing squeegee, bam, it's down flat like that. Now the reason these are in 2 different handles, this right here, it comes as a kit. It's called the system. You get the stainless steel handle, the rubber grip, the sledgehammer blade, and the hydro blade. It also comes with the judge blade. And these are all slid up in the handle. That way you can change it out. You got 3 in 1. The only squeegee you'll ever need for any roll-up window strip or back glass on a truck. I do prefer a bigger squeegee for back windows on cars, but that's neither here nor there. I hope this helps you guys on any of the questions you may have or had on this stuff. And like I say, switching these blades out are just as simple as this. There's no need to take it completely apart. Take your screwdriver, back this baby off. Don't back it all the way off the nut. I hold my finger on it. I can feel it when I stop feeling the screw twist on top of the nut. Just like this, it falls out. You can see it fall. Slide your other one in, and again, take your thumb, push this thing up. You can see it move. It'll stop. And when it does, what it does, it takes all the slack out of the screws. I put my pointy finger right over the nut and hold it like this. Then I put it over this one and hold it. I do them one at a time, and I'll look at this one until I get my 3 threads through up on this side. Now I do this until I get 3 threads coming through on it. My arc is there. We can see it across through here. She's ready to go. It's just as simple as that. And they're not loose in there when you do them that way. It's not foolproof, and I'm certainly not infallible, but sometimes I do mess up. And I messed up by not making this video and explain this to you guys. And for that, I apologize. All I've ever wanted to do was help folks in the industry so you don't have to do the struggles that I went through since 1984. And yes, I'm making money at it, but bare minimal. Trust me, the headache's not worth the money I make, but the love of the industry and returning to it and helping you guys makes it worthwhile. Rodney McClure, Gasket Pro Tools. Alex Robertson over here. He's up and coming too, maker and designer, powder coater, and internet whiz. He helps us out and keeps us rolling, so he can answer your questions just like I can. We're gonna make another video here in a minute after I get me a drink of water. See ya.